All right, I'm Mike Morano reporting for DamoWildcats.com and joined right now by our head men's and women's tennis coach, Stephen Beatty, bringing the latest of our weekly chats here where we discuss the progress of our men's and women's tennis programs. And Coach, both your teams coming off involvement in another tournament, second long weekend in a row with tournament action this time at the ITA East Regional Championship Tournament, which was held at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. And before we get to how each team fared, I wonder if you might just talk about the experience that your teams had playing at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, which is also the home of the U.S. Open.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool that they got to play in the same courts as the U.S. Open that just ended like 2 weeks ago. And, I know a lot of the kids are super excited just to play on those courts. We had a lot of our players playing on some of the bigger show courts that seat like 3,000 people. So, I mean, it's pretty much the biggest court that we're going to play in their life. So it's a really cool experience for them to be able to do that. And not many kids can say, and student athletes can say that they've done that.
We'll start with the men. The headliner on the men's side would have to be Mark Weitengruber. Mark picked up 2 singles wins in the qualifying draw to advance into the main singles draw. Did lose his first round match in the main draw, but adds a couple of singles wins to his career win total, which gives him 37 in his career, which is your program's all-time record.
Yeah, Mark just keeps winning singles matches, which is great for him and great for the program. Super strong start for him to the season. It's definitely working his way back in from being in the summer and stuff, and he's done a great job of working his way back into being at top form coming to a big tournament like ITA. So it was really good that he qualified and did well.
Also picked up a doubles win in the main doubles draw while teamed with Jose Williamson, one of your freshmen. Is that a pair that you think we might see together here as the men's team progresses here?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's early in the season, and we have some freshmen, so it's got to just see who all plays well together. But the 2 taller guys is big serves, and that's what you need in doubles. And I think that is something that we could see down the road as a team. But again, everything can always change with the spring coming up, but right now that's what it's looking like. So,
staying on the men's side, you also picked up a singles win in the qualifying draw from Tim George, who continued his solid start to the season. He, of course, went 3-0 at the Damon Invitational the weekend prior, winning his singles draw there. Tim goes 1-1 at ITA, so he's off to a 4-1 start in singles in his career. And then switching over to doubles, in addition to the doubles win from Mark and Jose, you also picked one up from David Gonzalez-Villegas and Ricardo Ruiz Martinez, 2 of your veterans. So good to see those guys have some success as well. On the women's side, I think you'd have to start with Larissa Yuen, your freshman from Portland, Oregon. Larissa went 3-1 in singles play, picked up a pair of wins in the qualifying draw to advance into the main draw, and then won her first round match in the main draw as well.
Yeah, she definitely competed very hard this weekend. It was a long weekend, a lot of tennis, and she definitely, that first match in the main draw, really gutted that match out, did really well. Second match in the main draw, played the number 6 seed. Was up 5-4 in the first set, and then just kind of a little bit ran out of gas. I think a little bit more experience too. She wins that match, but she definitely had a very strong first ITA for sure.
Yeah, very impressive showing for a freshman in her first experience at a tournament like that, especially considering the venue. You also picked up singles wins in the qualifying draw from 2 of your other freshmen, Christina Stasiak and Giovanna Pascalin. They both went 1-1 in singles play in that qualifying draw. And then in doubles play, it was Larissa teaming with Giovanna. They picked up a win. And then 2 veterans, I think it's pretty cool, Jess Robbins and Gretchen Ringler, 2 players that are both from North Tonawanda, New York, and suburb of Buffalo, high school teammates and college teammates. They team together and get a win at a venue like that is pretty cool as well.
Yeah, I think that, Larissa and Giovanna teamed together the first time against Roberts. They win their match, and then they end up turning it around and beat a team that Larissa and Gretchen lost to against Malloy. And it's good revenge for Larissa to get that win. And then, Jess and Gretchen, teammates since they were 12 years old, getting to play at the National Tennis Center together is pretty remarkable, too. So
Just looking ahead, what we have going on this week, it'll be another busy week of tennis for both teams. We're filming this interview on Wednesday afternoon, and the men are they're gonna host RIT tonight, first dual match for the men this season. So a good chance to get a dual match under their belt, and then 2 matches on the weekend for the men with Walsh coming in on Saturday and Oswego State on Sunday. The women, 4 matches over 3 days this weekend. Big conference match Friday night. That match has been moved indoors to the Miller Tennis Center Friday night at 7 o'clock against UDC, the District of Columbia. And then a rare doubleheader Saturday for the women. Alderson Broadus coming in the morning, Walsh in the afternoon, and then Oswego State here on the women's side as well Sunday afternoon. So what are you looking for out of the teams this week?
So with the men's, obviously it's our first dual match. We have some freshmen that are going to be stepping up today and starting. So it's going to be good to see them in a dual match situation, like how they perform under the pressure. And we got 2, different spectrums. Like Walsh is a D2 team who we lost to, last year. We have a pretty new team. Like we didn't have Ricardo last year either on the team at that point. So it should be an interesting match with them because it's going to be almost a whole new team. And Oswego will be a good match for us to get, hopefully some more wins under our belt. And then on the women's side, with having UDC coming in, it's obviously a big conference match, and then 2 matches in one day. That's going to be a good test to see how we hold up. And then with Oswego again, it's going to hopefully be a good match for us if we can win. So.
Well, like always, we will have you covered at home with all the information that you need at DamonWildcats.com. There's a preview of today's men's match already posted. We'll have another preview going up for the weekend for both the men and the women. And as always, again, we'll have the action all covered with the recaps at the conclusion of each match. So we invite you to check us out at DamonWildcats.com. If you have a chance, stop on out, come out and support our men's and women's tennis programs this week with 7 home matches over the course of about 5 days here. So good chance to see some good Division II collegiate tennis action. We invite you out. And Coach, we wish you the best of luck this week.
Thank you.